Hey guys, welcome to the latest battle report for Geeks 40k channel. Tonight we have got Tyranids versus Blood Angels. We've already rolled for mission. We're doing Maelstrom of War and we're doing Cleanse and Control. So 6 objective markers down and the deployment zones are diagonal. So there's one this side and we have objective marker 1 out in the out in the fuel depot side. There's objective marker 4 hidden in that forest, objective marker 6 hidden around there behind the ruins. As we go into the ruined city, there is objective marker 2 around by the statue, objective marker 5 hidden around the back of there, and in this building over there we have objective marker 3.
HQ choice for the Blood Angels today is Brother Corbulo. He comes with a standard warlord trait of speed of sanguineous, which increases his initiative, so he is going to be hitting hard and fast. Second HQ choice for the Blood Angels is a level 2 Librarian Dreadnought. He has got the quickening Primaris power, and he has also got prescience. First of the troop choice is a 5-man tactical squad, led by a sergeant with a combi grav and a power fist, and there is a grav gun in this squad. Second troop choice today is another 5-man tactical squad, led by a sergeant who has no upgrades, and there is a heavy flamer in this squad. Fast attack choice is a 5-man assault squad. The sergeant has got a power sword, and the rest of the guys are just bolt pistol and chain swords. Second fast attack choice for the Blood Angels is a 10-man assault squad. The sergeant has a thunderhammer and there is a melter gun in the squad too. First elite choice for the Blood Angels is Death Company squad. In the squad there is a thunderhammer, a power sword and a power fist. Second elite choice for the Blood Angels is a assault terminator squad, all with thunderhammers and storm shields. Last elite choice for the Blood Angels is a Death Company Dreadnought with Blood Talons, Melter Gun and Flamer. Heavy support for the Blood Angels is a Storm Raven with twin linked assault cannons, melters, so it's stock.
Tyrant HQ tonight is the Hive Tyrant with a heavy venom cannon, lash whip and bone sword. He's also got a Tyrant Guard. He's also got heightened senses, so he's got knights fighting, and he rolled the horror and dominion. First troop choice today is 3 Tyranid warriors, one with a Balm Strangler, and they've all got rending claws. Second troop choice is 8 Gene Stealers led by a Swarm Lord. Third troop choice today is 20 Hormigants with Toxic Sacks. Fourth choice troop choice today is 20 Termagants. I've got 10 with Devourers. First elite choice is 2 Tyrant Guards. Heavy support choice today is the Tyrannofex with Acid Spray and Bioshock Grubs. Okay, and final choice today is 2 Carnifexes with twin linked Devourers with Brain Leech Worm.
Okay, so Blood Angels deployment. We've got the assault squad on this flank. In the centre of the board we have the 2 dreadnoughts, and holding the objective we have a 5-man tactical squad with the grav guns. In this little bit of oasis we have the other 5-man tactical squad holding another objective, and on the other flank we have the Death Company try and sweep round both flanks hopefully. In reserve, the Storm Raven, which has got Corbulo and the 5-man assault squad with him, and also the Terminators will be deep striking.
Gene Stealers are deploying in the building with a Broodlord. They've infiltrated, so a little bit close to that Death Company. You have the Termagants supporting the Hive Tyrant, and then over on the right flank we've got the Tyrannofex, the Carnifex, over on that side of the flank with the Hormigants and the Tyranid warriors in support for Synapse, and then we have the Hive Guard on the objective.
Okay, so Blood Angels turn 1. The objectives that I've drawn are secure objective 4, domination, and behind enemy lines. So I can do objective 4, so I've got a tactical squad standing on it at the moment. The other two, I'm not going to do those. Blood Angel turn 1 movement. The tactical squad have held objective 4 to score that one. Librarian Dreadnought has moved up 6 inches and is just taking a little bit of cover behind that building for a cover save if necessary. The Death Company have jumped from their position here, 12, to nestle behind that ruin. The second tactical squad are just still sitting on their objective there. Death Company Dreadnought has moved 6 inches forward, and the Assault Squad have jumped up 12 inches. Unfortunately, nothing is in range because most of my guns are either pistols or just bolters, so I've got quite limited range in this army. So it's going to get nasty in melee at some point, I'm guessing. So over to the Nid's turn. Oh, just as a note before the end, in the psychic phase I got off quickening on the Librarian Dreadnought.
Okay, tactical objectives. I got Harness the Warp, so I'll get a victory point if I create psychic power, so hopefully going to get that. I've got Recon, and I've got Secure Objective 3. Tyranid movement turn 1. The Termins have just moved up. The Genestealers have stayed still because they're a bit too far away to risk running into that Death Company. The Hive Tyrants moved up. Tyranid moved up. The Hormigants have run. They rolled really poorly in their runs, so they only moved up about 9 inches, which is pretty poor for them. The Tyrant Guards have secured Objective 3, so we're going to have a victory point at the end of this turn. And then the Carnifexes have moved up to hopefully take out the combat effectiveness of that Assault Squad. Okay, Tyranid shooting, been okay. Basically everything that could see them shot at the Death Company, killed 2 of them. Wasn't that much damage, just Tyrannifex and the Tyranid Warriors. The Hive Tyrant shot at the Librarian Dreadnought but whiffed. Then the Tyrant Guard shot at the Death Company Dreadnought and just didn't do anything. And then the Carnifexes with the Carnifexes killed 3 Assault Marines.
Blood Angels turn 2 objectives. I've got secure objective 1, which should be nice and easy because I've got a unit sitting on it at the moment. Decapitating Strike, which is kill the Warlord, and behind enemy lines, which I might dump next turn depending on how quick I get up the field. Blood Angels movement, the tactical squad has just shuffled a little bit forward, just behind the ruins, still holding that objective if necessary, but might be in range of some things. The Terminators have showed up, deep struck and got a hit, so didn't really want to deep strike them anywhere near all the Hormigants or anything like that because they could just get swarmed and bogged down. So I'm just going to have to walk them up and see what targets present themselves. The Death Company have jumped up and over the building. They're going big bug hunting. So this Tyrannifex hopefully is going to get smashed in the face. The Librarian's also decided that he's going to go big bug hunting. So he's got a long charge, but I'm hoping that I might get quickening off the fleet in the psychic phase. This unit is the one scoring objective 1, so they've just stood still. Death Company Dreadnought has moved up 6 inches. Got some nice juicy Carnifexes there to shoot at and maybe charge into. Not this turn, probably just out of range. Storm Ravens turned up with Kabulo in it and the Assault Squad. So there might be some nice rending shots going in on those. Okay, so for all of you really observant people out there, you might have noticed that the Assault Squad have decided to move up as well. Forgot those, so they're just moving up to support any assaults which go on here. Managed to get the melter gun at the front there, so hopefully might melt that guy's face there. Blood Angel shooting, the Storm Ravens come on and shot its melters at this lead Carnifex, taking off a wound. The assault cannons scored a couple of wounds as well. I think it was 3 wounds, but Pete managed to save all of those. Then fired a couple of Bloodstrike missiles, wounded AP2, so another wound off, so that one's down to 2 wounds. The assault squad, the melter managed to roll a 1, so missed. Scored every single one of these hit with their pistols, rolling lots of 5s and 6s to hit, and then I rolled lots of 1s and 2s to wound. You know, just what you want. Death Company Dreadnought, sorry, used his melter and shot and wounded that Carnifex there. The tactical squad on the top of the building and the tactical squad holding objective 4 shot into the Hormigants there and killed how many, Pete? 3 in total there.
Yeah, 3.
The Terminators have just ran 4 inches. The Librarian Dreadnought fired his Storm Bolter at the Tranifex, but it bounced off his carapace. And the Death Company tried to get some cheeky little bolt pistol shots on the Tranifex as well, but again bounced off his tough carapace. So on to assault. Blood Angel's assault phase. The Librarian's not happy. He's just got electrocuted by the Tyranifex. He's lost 2 hull points from glancing hits. Electroshock grubs apparently are quite nasty when you roll a 5 for D3 hits. So very lucky that he's still alive there. The Death Company fared a little bit better. Because the Dreadnought took all the hits, they could just run in freely. And the guy with the power sword caused I think it was 3 wounds, but AP3, so he got all of his 2+ saves off. But that left the 2 guys with a Thunderhammer and Power Fist to knock a few lumps out of him. So he's now down to 3 wounds and he's concussed, so they'll be hitting at the same time next assault. But I'm sure Pete's probably got a plan for those Death Company, so it's whether they will get a hit back the next turn. I very much doubt that. Not going according to plan so far.
Okay, Tyranids movement turn 2. The Gene Stealers and the Broodlord have moved out of the cover there. They're hoping to make into the Terminators. The Hive Tyrant has moved forward. The Hormigants are also run forward, hoping to make it to the Terminators. The Tyranifex is obviously locked in combat, but he's going to be supported soon by the Tyranid warriors, so they should make short work of them. The Carnifex have moved back. The guy who's got the least health has only got 2 wounds, has moved behind the one that's got 3, so they're trying to get a bit more life out of those guys. And Tyranifex is staying put. And the Termagants have just moved up to secure that objective. Tyranid shooting, it's been pretty rubbish actually. Now I look at the table and see what I've actually shot at and what's actually survived. Everything's shot at everything. No, the Hive Tyrant shot at the Librarian Dreadnought and almost shot himself in the face due to scatter.
He's got some skills, I know.
Yeah, he has got some skills. The Terminant shot at the Terminators, but they all passed their saves. And the 2 Carnifexes and the Tyrant Guard tried to shoot at the Storm Raven. And actually he's jinked, so he's only on Sapphire's next turn, and we took 1 hull point, which is a little bit disappointing, but the assault phase is where the action's going to hit, so going into assault. Okay, Tyranid assault has gone pretty well. I was hoping to kill those Terminators, but problem was pretty good with his saves. But I did kill the Librarian Dreadnought, which I'm very happy about because I hate that model. No, that's harsh. I hate the model. No, I like the model, hate the rules. Okay.
We got that point.
Yeah. Clarification is needed. And then I ran the Tyranid warriors in, and they killed the Death Company. Okay, consolidation moves. All the Hormagaunts have jumped in to Terminators, and the Hive Tyrant is now walking towards the Death Company Dreadnought. And I also got first blood for the Death Company.
Okay, so my objectives for this turn are Recon, Decapitating Strike, and I've pulled out Secure Objective 6. Blood Angels turn 3. I think this is going to be the decisive turn of this battle. The tactical squad have just moved forward, getting that flamer in position. These guys are all in combat, so the only real option is the Warlord there. Try and get some flames and bolt shots on him. The Death Company Dreadnought is happy to take on the challenge of fighting the Tyrant in close combat. Might have to have a few shots at him first of all. The Storm Raven has dropped into hover mode. Corbulo's got out with the assault squad, and they are looking at possibly this squad here, the Warriors, or maybe the Tyranids. The remainder of the assault squad with the jump packs have moved up. They're just deciding who to charge at. It's a bit of a target rich environment at the moment. The grav guns on the sergeant and the guy at the front of that squad there are within range of the Tyrant, so we could see a Warlord kill, hopefully in the shooting phase. So let's move on to that. Turn 3 shooting for the Blood Angels. It's a very successful turn of shooting there. Pop the grav from this squad, the sergeant there and the grav gun there. So 6 shots on the Tyrant. I think 4 hit. Took him down to all but 1 wound, and then the Death Company Dreadnought finished him off and took his Tyrant Guard down with him. So we've caught Slay the Warlord, and we've got Decapitating Strike there. So that's 2 victory points for that. Corbulo's squad shot their pistols into the Warriors and took a wound off the lead warrior there. The Storm Raven shot at the Tyranids. The Storm Raven's in hover mode, so worried about a monstrous creature jumping on the front. Managed to take him down to 1 wound, isn't it, Pete? Yep, 1 wound there. And the assault squad at the back there, they also shot the Tyranids, but bounced all their shots off his carapace. So we're going to have a nice, interesting round of combat now. The Warlord, my Warlord's going to get involved. The assault squad's going to get involved. Could be quite a tasty one. See if those Terminators survive in there. It's looking unlikely, but it's a possibility. We've got a drawn combat here. Took out a Gene Stealer and a Hormagaunt, but lost 2. So they're bogging those guys down quite well. The Terminators are actually surviving quite a lot of hits. Probably should be dead by now, to be fair, but getting some lucky saves. In the middle here, Corbulo and his squad did quite well. They lost 1, but killed a warrior and knocked another one down to 1 wound. And that's his last synapse unit, so that's quite good. The assault squad here killed the Tyranids and have consolidated just onto that Aquila, the ruined Aquila there. And that was it for the assault. So quite happy with how that came out. I think the battle is starting to turn in the favour of the Blood Angels, but let's see how the Tyranids can counter-attack now. Bring it on, Pete.
Okay, moving for Tyranids. The Terminids have just shuffled round, just so they can see those assault marines. Synapse, by the way, my Hive Guard and my Carnifexes both passed, so we haven't got to worry about that. So Carnifexes will move around, and that's in hover mode, so that should be game over for the Storm Raven. And yeah, everything else is locked in combat, so we'll move on to shooting. Okay, shooting phase for the Tyranids. The Termagants have shot everything they had into the Assault Marines and killed one guy, even though they hit lots and wounded lots. The armour saves. Yeah, the casino dice came out again. Even though I got through a few of the armours, Feel No Pain is just my nemesis.
Yeah, come on, only 2 Feel No Pains I passed.
Okay.
2 5-ups.
Okay, fair enough. The Storm Raven is still alive, unbelievably, even though it's in hover mode. It's down to 1 hull point. The Hive Guard and the Carnifexes just failed to do any damage to it. So, but the Carnifex is going to charge it now, so it is going to die. It will. I'm trying to will it. Anyway, moving into assault phase now. Okay, Tyranids assault. These Terminators just refuse to die. They're getting very irritating. Got a full squad of Hormigans, full size Genesiers with a Swarmwood, and they just will not die. So there's one left, and they still continue to take a few Genesiers out each turn. So over here, luckily, Tyranid Warrior is still alive. He's got 2 wounds left. Otherwise, we completely lose Synapse, and then basically my army falls apart. And then the Carnifexes have obviously glanced that to death, so that is destroyed. They did that with the Hammer Raff attack, so they get their Carnifex special rules. So moving on to Blood Angels.
Okay, so Blood Angels objectives turn 4. I've pulled out secure objective 6 again, and then I've got Purity through Bloodshed, which is if I completely destroy a unit in close combat, I score a victory point. If I kill 3 to 5, I get D3 victory points. If I kill 6 or more, and I get D3 plus 3. Probably not going to get the higher number, but I think I'll probably at least kill 1. That last warrior is looking pretty vulnerable. So turn 4, Blood Angels movement. This squad has just really stayed still there, still within the grasp of objective 4. The unit that was on top of here have actually jumped down and ran towards objective 6, as it's come out twice now. It's quite important that. Death Company Dreadnought has run towards the Carnifexes, so hopefully we're going to have a nice big monstrous creature killing session over there, but I'll have to see how that goes. Everything else was kind of in close combat here, and the remainder of that assault squad moved a couple of inches up forward and are going to try and assault these guys. They're going to take an awful lot of Overwatch though, so I'm not expecting big things from them, but it's all they can really do. Okay, so Blood Angels shooting phase. This tactical squad, they deserve some kind of battle honours. They've all shot their bolters across and taken down one of the Carnifexes there. The Death Company Dreadnought fired his melter gun and took another wound off the last remaining Carnifex, who's just got 1 wound remaining. The assault squad here pumped a couple of shots into the Gaunts, killing 2 of them, so I'm still not holding out much for this assault, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so turn 4 assault. The Death Company Dreadnought charged into the Carnifex and killed him and consolidated back 5 inches and is now scoring objective 6, so I scored that twice. Didn't think I was going to get that this turn, so I'm pretty happy with that. The Assault Marines over here managed to weather an awful lot of snap firing, took down a couple of them I think it was, and they've managed to kill quite a few Hormigants in return. How many Hormigants did we kill there? About Termagants, sorry.
About 6 or 7.
About 6 or 7. So yeah, that's quite a good combat there. Corbulo finished off the last warrior, so there's now no synapse on the table, but it doesn't really matter because most things are tied up in combat, apart from these guys who brought down the heroic sergeant. So it is a sad day indeed, but he did his job. He's tied him up for 4 turns, so yeah, really happy with that. That's really good by that guy. Assault Marines did actually run down the Termagants, so they're all gone.
Tyranid movement and shooting phase. Basically, the Hormigans just consolidated. Jesus has moved a little bit forward. The Tyrant Guard of the Hive Guard stayed put and shot the Dreadnought. Yeah, it's not been particularly brilliant for Tyranids. The Hormigans and the Gene Stealers and the Broodlord charged a 5-man squad, tactical squad, sorry. And well, you can see what's happened. Basically, they won combat. Yes, really. So the Hormigans have run away. The Broodlord is obviously fearless, so he's still there. He's hopefully going to win some pride for the Tyranids, but this looks like it's pretty much over because we've lost everything. We've only got the Hive Guard left in that building holding the objective.
Okay, so this is the end of the battle. Pete's decided to call this now because he's only got the Broodlord. Those guys are running and he's got no synapse on the table, so the Hive Guard here are going to be pretty ineffective. So the final score for this battle, it was a close battle despite the Blood Angels having quite a few more models on the table at the end than the Nids, but the final score is 8-6, so it's a Blood Angels victory there. But yeah, good battle, good close battle, enjoyed that one. So yeah, please remember just to subscribe and tune in for the next one. See you later, guys.